Did you see the news about Trump's pick for the head of the NIH?
Yeah, I saw that. Dr. Bhattacharya, right? The one who was against lockdowns and vaccine mandates?
I guess we'll have to wait and see, but it's definitely a big deal. The NIH is a huge agency with a massive budget, and its research has a huge impact on public health.
Absolutely. It's one of the most important medical research institutions in the world, so this appointment has the potential to have a significant impact on the future of medical research.
It's interesting to think about how his views on public health might influence the NIH's research agenda. Do you think he'll focus more on alternative approaches to disease prevention, like herd immunity?
It's possible. He's certainly been a strong advocate for those ideas, but it's also possible that he'll focus on other areas like chronic disease research, which is something he's also interested in.
That's true. He's a health economist, so he might bring a different perspective to the NIH's research priorities. It'll be interesting to see how his appointment plays out.
Definitely. It's a big change for the NIH, and it's going to be interesting to see how it affects the agency's work.
I'm curious to see how the Senate will react to his nomination. Do you think they'll approve it?
It's hard to say. He's a controversial figure, and there's likely to be a lot of debate about his appointment, but he's also a respected researcher, so it's possible he'll get the support he needs.
I guess we'll have to wait and see, but it's definitely a story to watch. This appointment could have a big impact on the future of public health.
Absolutely. It's a big deal, and it's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds.
That's the one. It's pretty controversial, isn't it?
Definitely. He's been a vocal critic of the pandemic response, and some people are worried about what his appointment means for the future of the NIH.
I can see why. He was one of the authors of the Great Barrington Declaration, which argued for herd immunity. That was pretty controversial at the time.
It was. A lot of experts said it was dangerous and not based on sound science, but some people, especially those who were frustrated with lockdowns, saw it as a more reasonable approach.
Right. And he's been critical of vaccine mandates, arguing that they undermine trust in the public health system. He even sued the government over social media censorship of his views.
That's right. He's definitely not afraid to speak his mind, even if it means going against the mainstream.
So, what do you think his appointment means for the NIH? Will it change the direction of research?
It's hard to say for sure. He's a strong advocate for certain approaches, but he's also a respected researcher. It's possible he'll bring a new perspective to the NIH, but it's also possible that his views will clash with the agency's existing priorities.